Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You are
statistically likely.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hello, my name is Meg Bashwiner, and I play the role of Deb, the sentient patch of haze, on the hit popular podcast, Welcome to Night Vale.
Hi, I'm Hal Lublin. I play the role of Steve Carlsberg on the hit podcast, Welcome to Night Vale.
Salutations. I'm Symphony Sanders, and I play the character of Tamika Flynn, otherwise known as Tamoka, our favorite charter, on the hit popular podcast, Welcome to Night Vale. As are we all cast members here to talk about each and every episode of Welcome to Night Vale because we love it and we love each other and we love you. And it's fun to go back through the time to talk about Welcome to Night Vale. Today is Tuesday, October 12th, just in case you happen to be listening to this in the far future and we don't happen to mention the thing that just happened, like the aliens actually landing.
Sorry.
Because we're in the past.
Yeah.
Sorry. Our bad.
We didn't know. We couldn't warn you.
You're back here. You're up there.
You could have warned us.
Yeah, take over. Come back in time.
It's been like a year of us doing that time disclaimer because remember 2020, guys, and how like every day there was a whole new.
Oh, yeah.
We had no idea what was going on at any point.
There's less a whole new. I feel like the history has maybe slowed for like a small minute recently.
Yeah. Now it's just this dull ringing in all of our ears and minds that will never leave us.
It's like regular days.
Yeah.
But they should know. They should still know where we are in the past.
Yeah, it's important for context where we are, which is actually interesting because this episode of Negotiations came out October 15th, 2016.
Oh, we're almost exactly 5 years behind.
Right.
We're really catching up.
We're catching up. We're going to get there one day.
Yeah.
But the great thing, though, about that is my actual birthday, my Symphony Sanders, just in case you don't recognize my voice, is in 4 days on October 16th, which is one day after the character Tamika Flynn's birthday.
Aww.
Which we learn in this episode that her birthday is October 15th.
Your birthday twins.
Pretty funny. I know. Twins is... We should talk about it. Let's talk about negotiations, eh?
Okay, here's the description first. Negotiations with the dragons have begun. Plus, the reopening of the Earth Sciences Department at the community college, what we know and don't know, and a look at the community calendar.
Let's talk about it, babies.
Let us talk about it. Yeah, I wrote down that this was a strong community calendar. It felt like very like hitting the, like, this is the rubric of community calendar, and like just really knocked it out of the park with every day of the week.
Absolutely. I thought it was super fun, especially with everything pending with Hadassah and the dragons and all those things. I really enjoyed it.
Take work to your daughter day. I thought that was funny. So I wrote that down as well. My daughter does not do any work.
Come on, lazy baby.
She is a little she's helpful though. I think that like she's 3 months old and I'm starting to learn a little bit about her personality, and I describe her as helpful.
Yeah, I love that.
Helpful by being adorable? Or?
Yeah, so being adorable, but also when you change her diaper, she grabs her feet.
Oh, so also very like flexible.
Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah. So I guess she doesn't do any other work, but I think she wants to.
Oh,
she just can't because she's a baby.
That's so cute.
I think that's valuable work right there. She's like, jump.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Go ahead and jump.
That's her job right now, is holding her legs.
Uh-huh.
Just like a baby is meant to do.
She does a David Lee Roth every time you change her diaper. Yeah. Wow! Go ahead and jump!
Yeah, no.
I can't think of a worse nightmare, and I love Italian food, than attending a 58-year-long birthday party in an Italian restaurant.
Is that Gino's Grille?
Day 2 at Gino's Italian Dining Experience and Grill and Bar, I would be done. That's when I would lose my mind. Like, when they were like, let's just sleep here for the night. I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
How many times do you think they do the birthday song? Is it like every day, or is it like every once in a while, or when your birthday comes?
Every year.
Every year.
Like every year, right? Or whoever's birthday happens to be on that day, you just like live in there? Like, no. Where do you sleep? In the booth?
I have dibs on the corner booth.
I could do a week.
That you're gonna forever be sleeping in on a C curve.
Yeah, that's my life. I want that C curve. You could do a week in an Italian restaurant?
If you had to, like it was the zombie apocalypse or something, right? Not by like choice.
Well, that's different. This is like a birthday party. So you can't be like, well, I guess I'm going to get going. Nope, party's not over yet. You got to stay. There's still 57 years, 11 months, 3 weeks, and 6 days remaining.
Look, I don't have 58 years for anything. not even my own life.
That's it.
That's it.
You might.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I have 58 more years. That'd be like, 99, 98?
Could. You never know.
Maybe. I mean, I guess people do live that long, eh?
Yeah. We don't know where science is going to take us.
I'm hoping to end up like one of those, like in a tube, like in a cryo tube or something. Just revive me when it's cool again.
When it's cool again.
Every 7 years, like I'm just going to go to sleep and then just like wake up and be like,
we cool?
15 minutes older, you know?
I only want to be revived when high-waisted jeans are in style. I don't want to come back during a low-waisted time. It just never really worked for me. Yeah, the hip huggers, they're coming back.
Aren't they back now?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's the thing.
No hip
People
huggers.
are wearing the high.
The low rises.
Oh.
No, the low rises. I know how what you're seeing is the last gasp of that.
Oh.
The trend is starting, like fashion is starting to go back towards more low-waisted stuff, which is annoying for most people. I remember I used to love that look, but then it just never was flattering. I look at pictures of myself and I'm like, that was not a
My
cute
anatomy
look.
doesn't line up for it. Because like even in the high-waisted jeans, my ass crack still shows. So the low-waisted stuff, it's just...
Got a long crack.
I do. It's like from mid-shoulder blade down to my knees.
Yeah, it is a
I've
lot.
mentioned this before. That's why I really liked when overalls were happening, because that was the only time my ass crack was adequately covered.
Your anatomy is like Little Miss Ticklish, like they were their legs and then ass crack and a head.
Yep.
So it's just a lot of ass crack. That's what it is.
Yep.
I also like the days when there's a higher waist because I also have a long ass crack. It's just, and I have my butt sticks out there, and I used to have, like, when I wore low waisted jeans, there would be like definite booty cleavage. And more than one time, I've had people come up to me and be like, your butt crack is showing. And I just started to be like, yeah, it's the new cleavage. or be like, mind your business.
Yeah. Don't put a pencil in there.
Please don't swipe credit or debit.
It is kind of interesting that, like, that's like the butt cleavage is kind of like the taboo thing where it's like chest cleavage is totally fine.
Yeah.
And like even like showing off like your hips
Right.
and like pretty like all that's fine. But the other side, no way.
It must be a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what it is you look and you go like, that's real close to where the poop comes out. That's what it is like, if it's unleashed somewhere mentally,
is the poop going to come out?
I think there's a part that's like, if the whole crack is out, then a poop must happen, because that's what happens when the whole butt is out and it's not sexy time, is a poop happens a lot. Or are they going to put me on a table and put a hose up my butt?
Hey.
We're not done. We're not done. I refuse. I refuse to burn.
365 days.
How long has it
0
been?
days since the last incident.
I was going by birthday. Sorry.
It's an OSHA
Sorry.
violation.
Put it back to zero. But yeah, yes.
You know what else nobody wants
Please?
to see? Anyway, Hal.
Get on the Segway. Hop on. Put the helmet on.
Anyway, you know what else nobody wants to see? Reporters kissing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I mean, Dana was giving a nice speech. That's what I mean. I mean,
unprofessional.
Get your groove on however you need to. I'm not shaming that they are kissing each other. That's fine.
Mm-mm.
I'm not against that. I am against them kissing during the mayor's speech. I think that's important, and you should be paying attention. Not playing tonsil hockey with your neighbor.
Doesn't the description sound like a 12-year-old basement party where it's just like you have to pair off with someone and kiss, and nobody knows how to do it right, so it's just bad.
And your arms are just like straight out, like on the person's shoulders, and then the other one is like just gently on the hips. Like there's no action, there's no passion behind it at all. It's just like you're doing the mechanics of the thing.
And if you close your eyes, it sounds like ASMR of someone like chewing on a hamburger or something. It's just like it's just
kissing is weird.
I mean, it can be wonderful, but when you don't know how to do it, it's really bad. Like when it's, people say some things are like pizza, even when it's bad, it's pretty good. I would offer that a bad kiss is very bad and a good kiss is very good. There's no like bad.
Yeah, bad kiss is pretty bad.
It's a bad kiss, but it was still a kiss, so it was good. That's not true.
No.
I had to learn my craft. And thank goodness for my wife. I knew how to do it by the time I met her. But I did not know how to do it when
Okay, I was going to say, did Jennifer teach you
I came into it,
the kissing?
Last woman that I kissed before Jennifer complimented me on it the one time that we kissed. It was like, you're very good at that. And I was like,
okay.
In my mind, I was like, thank you. I worked on it. I really took notes when I was doing it bad. And somebody, another woman had been like, hey, this is not, you have to do this way. The other way is, the way you're doing it is not good at all. I learned.
Hey, at least you
take the note.
That's good. You listened and you take the note. Right. You can't get, because you have to think everybody's got their own personal style and what they like, but you want a universal kissing style and then like craft it, hone it to be right for the person that you're smooching on. I know how that you and Jennifer have been together since you've been an adult and you moved to LA. But like, I always imagine that you guys have just been together forever. So in my head, I'm like, they're their first kisses and everything. But I know that's not true.
Oh, she's already out of the room. I was going to tell her because I think she would have appreciated that. She's gone. It's fine. It's fine. I appreciate that. I feel that way too.
Try to remember.
In a good way. And sometimes we've been in a small place for 2 years, and it feels like we've never been anywhere else.
Well, it's a little no exit.
Do you feel like you're living the movie Room?
Yes, we take turns being Brie Larson.
But But yeah, so they were kissing, and kissing is fine. Practice?
Practice
I
and
don't
learn.
know.
Learn and grow.
Practice is good. And get consent before you start kissing on anybody. But I did write down, Dana, you and Danger Girl.
She's a good negotiator. She's a very good negotiator.
She is a good negotiator. She's standing up for Night Vale, which is important. Like we've said, Dana is one of the only people that's good at her job and trying to do better. So I appreciate, and as always, Jessica Nicole is absolutely charming and wonderful, and plays a great Dana and makes you want to be her friend and love Dana, the character, very much. So that's obvious, but Dana's such a goodie, and I don't want harm to come to her.
No, but she's not the only one who we don't know yet how Tamika Flynn's going to be on the city council, but she does appoint herself to it. What do you remember about recording this?
Well, I remember when I got the script, I was like, oh my. And I actually remember there was a bit of, not backlash, but there was some Twitter chatter about this whole scene itself. But I mean, I feel it's not any more strange than anything else that happens in this town. And as the character, the way I see it, I don't see anything that she did as wrong. She's, just doing her duty and trying to be a part of it. Like, as they want her to grow up, they want her to be a part of this town. Fine, she will be, and she's chosen those things. And honestly, does anybody vote for city council? That has not been determined. So why can't you appoint yourself? And if they have something to say about it, cash me outside. How about that? And I feel like I understand nobody wants an authoritarian sort of thing, but you can't jump to that conclusion either that she's going to be that. She's just like, look, I think it's important for me to step up for my town. And if you want to consider me an adult, I will be an adult. And I should also have no taxation without representation. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
We need young progressives out there doing stuff, talking the talk, walking the walk. So I think this was an important speech. But approaching this was fun and scary because I was like, wow, like how bold is she going to be? Like it could be considered, and it is in a way a bit of a threat. But like it's couched in a way where she's just like, look, this is just how this is, and I don't see any other reason why I can't do this. So say something about it. I'm happy to talk. About it.
Yeah.
Because in character study,
I love your defense.
Even if you're playing
defense of this character,
Tamika is in no way a villain. But even if you are playing a villain, you're not playing it like snidely whiplashy. Generally, you're playing it like I have justification for doing this because these are my intentions. This is what I'm trying to do, and if it shouldn't be a problem, right?
You can't play them in judgment. You can't play a villain in judgment. You have to play them. They're a creature or being or a character who wants something. And if you know why they want it, then that gives you pretty much everything you need. It's not up to you. We're certainly we judge ourselves, but the things we do, we just do them. We don't constantly live in judgment of ourselves in the moment in every single thing that we do, or else we wouldn't do anything, or it just wouldn't ring true. And when you're playing another character, like that just comes through of like, here's what I think about this person that's not me. Like you're creating a secondary reality. And to do that, you have to be the person, and you can't externally judge them. If they're internally self-judgmental, then that's a character choice. But for you to the whole time be like, I don't agree with what this person is doing at all. This is not right. You can't do that. It'll
definitely affect the performance. And I also truly believe that like she should have some sort of influence on the town that she's slaving away and like fighting for day in and day out, trying to protect and help. And she's never had an instance really where she's gone and tried to do something and she's somehow like it ruined something. She's willing to work with people and do all sorts of stuff. So I don't see it as an issue. Look, she doesn't want to take over Dana's. She wants to.
Yeah.
It's not a coup. She's not kicking them out.
What's a coup? What's a coup between?
She's got a seat now on it with them. I mean, you don't see many coups where they're like, no, I just want to come in and I'm part of the government now, too.
Yeah.
But not as well, right? I thought they just like come in and like take over completely.
That's what this is.
Correct? Yeah. Well, it's like,
a little more
if
insidious
it's a coup,
sometimes.
it's a nice coup.
Sometimes it's more insidious. Sometimes.
It's a cooperative coup. Co-op coup.
It's a cooperative.
Yes. But the coup and cooperative.
I do like this sort of overarching theme, the sort of thesis at the end of the idea that town hall gets destroyed during the negotiation process, but they're already at work rebuilding it because it always gets destroyed. And these things happen, that there are problems that never get solved and that we just continue to move on. There are things that either we can't change or they just don't resolve, even though we want, I think it's human nature to want things to be sort of neatly packaged up, but we move on and we continue and we rebuild.
Absolutely.
Because that's just all there is to do.
You can't, and Night Vale, we've learned time and time and again, they're never going to give up and like stop doing whatever they need to do to make sure that their town moves forward. They will always come together. They've continued to come together and weather whatever storm there is. So, there's work to be done and someone has to do the work and people come together and they fix the town hall or rebuild the town. I mean, the amount of times that this town has been destroyed by one thing or another, or stuff coming through, yanking people up, carrying them off, even their own government and governing bodies, putting them in caves and stuff. Come on. I mean, of all the things, this is just another friggin' day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing about Night Vale is your weirdest nightmare, your scariest nightmare is the day to day. And that's it's a way to look at fear. It's a way to look at, danger and unease through the lens of it being normal for these people. So how do we examine fear?
I mean, and how do we examine that though? Like, do you examine it with, cowering and fear? No, you figure out what to do and then you move forward. As a group, as a person, as a family, you move forward. I kind of like it. It's a nice thing you just to think about, just being like, well, there's nothing to do but move on and move forward and try and rebuild.
Yeah. All these things are blips of different size. So you just return back to whatever normal becomes. Not everything can forever change. Just like, again, animal, you slaughter a cow and the other cows will scatter, but eventually they just get back to eating grass because that's what they do. You just get back to, they are momentary and fleeting. And you get back to the business of moving forward, of trucking.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
But we keep moving, right? We keep moving forward.
And then, I feel like the cow at the slaughter in my N95 mask at the grocery store. But
moving forward.
Move. I did want to talk a little bit about Hadassah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hadassah completely wrecks the town as a negotiation ploy. Like, just kills the hostage. Just like... It's the funny satire of negotiations and just like, well, what if there was the negotiation was if we destroy everything? Cool. Yeah, great.
But for some reason, I expected that. I was like, all right, well, and maybe Dana did too. That's why she was not so shaken as some other people might be, even though in the face of this giant 5-headed dragon. She could have been very scared, and she just kept negotiating. But yes, burn it all down. But, you're also an Aries, Meg, so.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
You're the Hadassah of our group.
Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast about their theories, comments, and questions. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was a trip out by British Sea Power. Although now I think they just go by Sea Power. They took out the British because they didn't want to be construed as nationalists.
Okay, that's so funny because I didn't know the name of the group because I didn't listen to the credits.
They sound like the Jam to me.
Sounds British? ?
Or like Shadowy Man on a Shadowy Planet.
Yeah.
I guess, yes, they are. Okay.
They're an English alt-rock
Very
band.
much like the Jam, that sort of late 70s, early 80s,
cool.
echo-y kind of punk, like British pop punk, like a lighter version of the Sex Pistols, but like some of that edge, and then some of the more melodic stuff by the Jam. Like I just like the song a lot. It really sort of captured the spirit of the genre that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know you were a fan of the alt rocky sort of music, Hal.
I like a little bit of everything.
Okay. Well, I really enjoyed this song as well. And it really made me miss live concerts. It had that element of like you were saying, like slight echo that you would find when you're at a big festival, and it's like the sound is kind of like banking around, and you're like, oh, I love that. It did make me miss being outside in summertime festival concerts.
Oh,
so
summer concerts sounded like the Clash too. That was the other band I was thinking of.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. They're prolific. They have a new album that's coming out in February of 22. So if we're all still single in February of 22, let's grab their Sea Power's new album.
Is it SEA or C the letter?
SEA, like the ocean.
Okay, nice.
You know what begins with an actual C, like C the letter. A calzone. Piping hot.
Piping hot.
Burn the roof of your mouth. Let's burn the roof of our mouths together, guys.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
All right. So we hear from Colleen. Colleen says, hey guys, it's almost Halloween and I'm planning on being a female Cecil, going off of fan art, that's in parentheses, and I wanted to get into character for the school day. Do you have any suggestions on what Cecil would say during a normal 8th grade school day? Thank you for your time. Love the show about the show I love. Keep it up, Keelan.
Neat.
What a great question. It's just something, the fun little thought experiment for us to, what Cecil would say during a normal 8th grade school day.
Yeah. Neat. Probably be reporting on it.
Yes. That would be good.
Reporting on it. He did say a lot of like, call everyone listeners. Say good night, Night Vale, good night.
Oh, if have like a song queued up on your phone.
Yeah.
And throw to the weather and then play the song.
You could just play.
Absolutely.
You'll play the British Sea Power song even.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, send a pic if you feel like sharing a pic too.
Yeah. Oh, and Keelan, write back and let us know how it went. I'm invested. Is what I'm saying. I got a red hot slice of calzone right here from Pete. Pete writes, hey, good morning, Night Vale people. I've been listening to Night Vale for a while, since pre-Strex days at least, and was introduced by a friend in college. This same friend, whose name is Lauren, and her boyfriend Kevin went to a Halloween party with her dressed as Kevin and Lauren of Strex Corp and such hit radio programs as Welcome to the Greater Desert Bluffs metropolitan area. But they didn't stop there. They brought a few dozen flyers for the Strex Corp company picnic and put them on the walls and in random drawers and under pots and pans between books on nook shelves and, this one's my favorite, in the paper towel and toilet paper rolls. This person was a friend of theirs and they were finding flyers for months. Bravo. When my mother met my mother-in-law, they met, I wasn't there when they met. Jennifer was throwing a surprise party for my 30th birthday. And part of the surprise was that her parents and my parents were there for it. So I remember walking in, and when the blindfold was taking off, seeing this big room full of all these friends and family, and then there are my parents and her parents, and I was like, oh, you've met. But there were all these beads everywhere. And so the two of them would have a running joke whenever one would visit the other city of hiding the beads in their room. So when my mother-in-law came, my mother had put beads everywhere. And then my mother would come to visit Florida, or my parents would come to visit Florida, and my mother-in-law would have the beads like around her ankle and would cross her legs or would leave them in the bedroom. So I'm all for, I love the leaving things for someone to find later, as long as it isn't destructive. Well done.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm not a prank person, but and I know you are, Hal, but I find this to be hilarious. I think that it's really cute. And like you said, overall harmless. And you will keep finding it. And so the joke just goes on for a really long time. Actually, a couple friends of mine, when they used to live together, both actors, the one, inevitably as an actor, you have leftover headshots.
Yes.
Like that you were just like, okay, well, I have 100 of these that I'll never use. Mm-hmm. And so he would hide his headshots like all over the place, like would tape them to the bottom of the toilet lid cover, or like on the back of the pantry door, or under a book or something. So when somebody pick it up, it would be there. I find that hilarious. So of all the pranks or something fun to do, I think that's brilliant. And I love when people lean into, I'm a Halloween person, for those of you who don't know. I love when people lean into what they have available. Their names are Kevin and Lauren. I think that's great that they use this niche costume that not everybody would get, but really did it. And I appreciate that. Tell us.
So good. There's more.
Okay.
There's more from Pete. I also have a headcanon. This is Pete speaking. Night Vale is an alternate timeline from ours that resulted from it being a place where time travel is legal, but also it's way in the past and way in the future at the same time. The old oak doors are time portals and take you back in time to before Night Vale was founded. When Kevin goes to stay in the desert otherworld, he goes to the past and becomes a founder of Night Vale, and eventually leaves Night Vale to found Desert Bluffs. Last thing, I swear, Hal, I have had a shower pie before. Shower pies are the best. I get it. You guys are awesome. Pete. Shower pie sibs for life.
Shower pie is something I can get behind.
Put your shower pie high in the air and then down your gullet.
I love that. I enjoy that theory. It's too much for my tiny brain to wrap around time and timey-wimey, paradoxy, in a boxy type things. I'm not even going to try and think about that. And Kevin being the founder of all things. But I appreciate it. So, Calzone, we have Katie. Katie writes, hey, I've been watching Halloween movies lately and couldn't help noticing the cinematic version of the Addams Family. Their strange house and even their lifestyle would fit almost perfectly into that of a citizen of Night Vale. Was the Addams Family dark quirkiness and inspiration for Welcome to Night Vale? How do you think they would fit in with the citizens if the Addamses visited? What would that even be like? Side question, I don't think Night Vale has ever celebrated Halloween. What would that even be like in Night Vale? One can only wonder. Keep up the great work, Katie. Katie, wow. I think the Addams Family would fit in just fine in Night Vale. I think actually Wednesday would be quite popular. Probably even Pugsley.
I think so. I think that it's hard to not be influenced by the Addams Family just in life. Yeah. If you're a person who's into dark and weird.
Is Joseph an Addams Family fan, particularly?
Yeah. And I think the Addams Family, in a way, is a precursor to Night Vale. I don't think a story like Night Vale exists without the stories like the Addams Family that start, that's just my, I think, yeah, that's just what I think as far as all of us existing in the timeline of media, is that stories like the Addams Family naturally spark stories like Welcome to Night Vale. I can't say that the Addams Family was an inspiration for either Joseph or Jeffrey. I don't know that it was, but I think it's something that's in the zeitgeist that gets, there's an osmosis of the Addams Family.
Absolutely. Just anybody who's like a little spooky, a little ooky, a little weird, has at least seen the Addams Family, like from the older shows, the more classic shows, to the movies. Yeah. So I can't see how that would not be an influence on anyone who
in the 90s
is in this sort of genre. But I don't know. I just feel like the Addams Family, they have more of a, they're just talking about their family, and like they go about like having like little issues. I mean, it's the same thing as any sort of slice of life show, but it just happens to be a little quirkier and whatnot.
It's very wholesome show, wholesome story about this family.
Yeah.
Yes. So much love.
I think they would fit in okay in Night Vale. But as far as Halloween, right. Everybody's like, I'm an accountant.
Normcore.
Yeah.
Super normcore.
I'm a yuppie.
The yuppie culture.
Yeah. They're like, my culture is not a costume.
I'm wearing a romper.
Yeah, the cultural appropriation of the yuppies. It's a big issue in Night Vale.
Yeah. I wonder if people, I don't know, like even like trick-or-treating.
Yeah. Sounds dangerous.
All those business cards.
In Night Vale would be strange. Yeah, it sounds extreme because you can't go to the condos because they will just glom you up. Can't go to the library.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know. I always imagine Night Vale not, for being a small town, and I say that in quotation marks, I feel like everything's kind of far apart.
Can't go through the dog park to get across town.
Like there's a square in my mind's eye. There's like a town square where there's like, you know, like a downtowny sort of area with all the like Berricos and whatnot. But then everybody lives like in satellite sort of streets off of that. So I feel like there's not like a neighborhood. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I don't think trick or treating in Night Vale would be the safest of activities. And would they even give you a treat? Like if you say trick or treat, they might just you know.
I feel like the treats would be like a bucket of mutant spiders, or like, you know. Yeah.
They just look at you and a black ooze emits from their fingertips and mouth and envelops you.
Yeah. I don't know. But I'm sure it would be interesting, and Cecil would have a killer outfit.
Or Cecil would just wear like a suit.
Yeah. He would wear a regular
normal
suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yuppie.
Very normcore. Yeah.
Just a khaki suit, like Obama.
Oh, the tan suit. It's back.
Cause a lot of drama there.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Well, you know who else is going to be back again? Us next week. So thank you, everyone, for joining us once again for this episode, Negotiations. Please remember, we have some new merch out there. We have some super cool t-shirts and tea towels. You should get your little paws on as soon as possible. Our next episode will be Josephina. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Hal Lublin, and Meg Bashwiner. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Special thanks to our fans for submitting their thoughts this week. Leave us a voicemail at 929-277-2050 or email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to offer advice on how to get a baby to sleep good. This show is powered by our patrons like Joshua Hall, Carla Toll, Kathleen Sweet, Larry Williams, and LaShonda Hall. If you're interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at NightValeChat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. The Calzone ingredient of the week is the crunch of a crispy leaf under your boot.